congregation. That's what he's there for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad how they was just tearing the man down. Like, whoa.
You know, here's the crazy thing about it, and I would never let this situation down. People want to criticize Joel Osteen, but uplifted Eddie Long when he was out here touching little boys. So, exactly. So my thing is that it's not a black and white thing. It's not a race thing. It's a matter of integrity and principles and common sense. Common sense is that church ground was in terrible conditions.
Mm-hmm.
That whole area where the church is in terrible conditions. I-10 looks like a damn ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody was busting the doors down trying to get into the in Lakewood church.
Mm-hmm.
But but social media made it and said, oh well, all that going on, and look at the mega pastor now opening the doors of the church. He's comfortable in his $1 million home. I mean, what is he supposed to be doing? Out in the streets in the water, swimming, saving people?
Exactly. And he said himself that they didn't even know you can never predict how big a storm is going to be. You can only prepare for so much. You know what I'm saying? Because God is God, and he's going to do it the way that he wanted to do it, and how big. And the hurricane could have came as big as it came, that it wasn't prepared for how big this storm was going to be.
Exactly. Everybody stated the same thing, that they didn't know how catastrophic this storm was coming. I mean, this storm went from a hurricane to a hurricane 1, 2, level 3. Then it went back, and then it came back, and then I think it's headed back that way again. So yeah, so it's like people just like to chime in. So that's the topic tonight, Laima, and you called in at a good time. I posted this on Facebook. You know, I'm infamous on Facebook of pissing people off. And so I posted this with the intentions to bring awareness to how dumb black people sound nowadays, trying to pick fights on the dumbest things ever. I simply stated that these are the things that black people have been mad about for the last month or so. R. Kelly, Usher, Colin Kaepernick, Charlottesville, random white people, and Joel Osteen. These are the things that black people have find themselves to be concerned with, and not concerned with the fact that when a disaster happens, President Trump just reduced funding and assistance for FEMA on August 15th.
Yep.
2, there's not even an administrator in FEMA. 3, at the end of the day, there's things going on in your backyard that you don't concern yourself with, especially in Atlanta. We have a new mayor race going on in Atlanta.
Yep.
And that could change the demographics of this city that's been Chocolate City for so long that they're about to put a white woman in office, you might as well say, because if Kwanzaa, who is supposed to be the people's choice, doesn't even have the popular vote, and I don't understand how Metro Atlanta is majority black, but Mary Norwood has 25% of the support already.
Oh wow!
So we're concerned ourselves what the hell is going on with Houston about Joel Osteen opening his doors, but doors in Atlanta for opportunity for black people may close ASAP.
Yeah, we're not concerned about our own community.
Exactly. And so I don't understand. Is like we get in the same mindset the way our government is concerned with everything going on overseas, but not the things that's going on in our back door.
Yeah. That's what really, and that's real talk. It's like we gotta be. It's like we want to be so entertained to the point where it hurts us, it hurts each other. It's crazy, and you know, I don't know. We gotta focus on something else.
Yeah, I mean, and let's look at it. We talked about R. Kelly. No charges been brought up on R. Kelly at all. The city of Fulton County, Fulton County wanted the commissioner and he got my dumbass of the day award for wanting to ban and protest the R. Kelly concert, right? And no criminal convictions or any charges being brought up. 3, we got into this whole Usher having herpes and all this and that, being victim. And it's crazy that we drag our own people in the mud.
Yep.
And then want to act like it didn't happen. Look here, that's not how it works, and I don't get it. And that Willie Lynch syndrome is still evident in 2017.
Yep, it is, and it's sad to the point we don't want to. It's like now it's like the norm. It's like we don't want to change. We don't want to see a different way.
Nope.
You know, knowing that different way is what we need. It's like we want to continue to be stuck in slavery. We keep talking about slavery back when, but we're not talking about it now. Mm-hmm. And it's here right now, right in our face, because it's right in our minds. So it's right there in our face to when we see it, but we are afraid to change. We're afraid to accept something different.
Yes. Now here's my thing. Now you were talking about a great topic tonight on your show. Now let everybody know who you are, because let's introduce yourself properly, and I want to touch on some of what you were talking about tonight on your show too.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Laima. And also I'm known on Facebook by Nicole Hayes, and I host my show on Sundays from 8 to 9, and it's called Real Talk 101. And it basically is just, real conversations, real ideas, and bringing real solutions, because we have to deal with the real, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Now, a little bit, you was talking about relationships tonight. Now, I've done like a 3-4 part series on relationships, which we're going to do a roundtable in the season premiere week on the Man Cave show. So, touch on a little bit what you was talking about tonight on your show.
Oh man, basically I was talking about relationships and how our relationships are basically created. Mm-hmm. And how relationships are created because we don't know ourselves, and we got to learn how to know ourselves so we can build healthy relationships. And this is it boils down to what we were talking about. It's like we don't love ourselves, we don't know ourselves, so we accept anything and everything. And it creates bad relationships, But sometimes some people learn from bad relationships, and some people don't, and they have to bump their heads and their heads and heads. Some people just die in misery. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I was talking about. And it's just building healthy relationships and loving yourself so you can have healthy relationships.
Now, I could be honest and say, I think that's the biggest thing that we go wrong in relationships is some people look for companionship so much, but not be ready.
Yeah. And
I had to realize a long time ago when I was dating, and I reflected when I got older. I'm 37 now, so a few years ago I was reflecting, and I was thinking, I was saying, hey, I keep having some of the same issues in my relationships. So what I did was I decided to stop, and I dated myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And because I had to learn myself all over again. Mm-hmm. See, the thing about it is that it's easy for a man to be the hunter, right? Mm-hmm. And to claim to have his claim of fame and to soak your raw oats and all that. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
But I had to learn how to be a better boyfriend. Yeah. Because that's the one thing I never knew how to be. Yeah. And so I didn't want to be that dude that was 50 years old with a Bluetooth on, still in the club trying to find a girl.
Okay. Still stuck in.
You see what I'm saying?
Still stuck.
And that's the problem. And I think that's what men don't understand nowadays. They just, and especially in Atlanta, that you move to Atlanta, you hear it's 17-1, it's 18-1. Well, that doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't have your shit together, and it doesn't mean you have to have you got to have this and you got to have that. No, it's about you being mentally stable first.
Exactly.
It's about you being emotionally stable.
Exactly.
And then at that point, I think the problem I find in relationships is that people have forgotten how to build together.
Yep.
And that's and so many people are looking for already made relationships because life has taught you everything is quick, like it's instant. Yep. No relationship is like a drive-through where you can order a number 4 and now you're getting married. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So now you understand is that self-preservation is everything.
Yep. Exactly. And I agree. Totally, I agree. You got to learn how to build first. Get back to building, and that's how it was. It's like we have to. We are so in tune of thinking about back then, but are we learning from what they did back then? They was building.
That's true, and I think, and I was just having a conversation about this. Is that the problem that I find in most relationships that people don't and I think a lot of people don't understand how to build because I hear. Now, I will say this. So many women I talk to in conversations about how miserable they are in their relationships or just craziness, right? They call in, they want advice, they talk to me about it, and they all have the common situation. They say that it's these grown-ass men, they got roommates, they don't see themselves being stable. I've even heard the new thing is that so many men are impotent. Now I'm like, that's a whole nother subject. So you have women who are not being emotionally pleased, sexually pleased, and not being mentally stimulated. And so what it boils down to is that the dating scene is just as bad for women as it is men. You got so many men that date these women, and next thing you know, they're moving in with a woman. And when I heard that and I observed that, I said, damn, I didn't believe it till I started to hear a lot of different stories in different scenarios and different settings. And so that's what it boils down to, is that we have to get back to the basics. I think that we have come so technology has gotten so smart, but we've gotten so dumb.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this too. I'm guilty of 1,000 text messages before a phone call.
Me too.
You see what I'm saying? I'm guilty of, you know, thinking that, you know, that's effective communication, and then. Yeah. But see, I had to learn myself too, though. I had to learn that I'm a tangible person. I'm not an intangible person. I don't like to talk on the phone. I'm a hands-on person. You know. Yeah. But you have a lot of women who call themselves old school, traditional, you know, but they want to be dated, they want to be courted. But then my thing is that, do you really know how to let a man be a man?
That's a good question as well.
You see what I'm saying? So this is part of what we're going to talk about in our roundtable. I don't want to spoil it, but you know, but
that's right. Say something for later.
Say something for later, you know. But that's what's been going on. But you know, once again, man, I'm proud and happy that you're with us here on WSLC, and I look forward to more of your show. And what else you got? What else on your mind tonight?
Nothing else. You know, I'm just really enjoying the topic, and I heard you were talking about what's the little people that be dressing in characters and stuff? Dragon
Con. How do you feel about
Dragon Con.
Yes.
Yeah, and me, because I work downtown, and so I see the costumes and I see them. At first, I didn't know what it was. Then I had to ask because I didn't know nothing about Dragon Con. And it's, to me, it's like entertaining, and then it's like, okay, why are they dressed like this? You know, I don't really understand it, and I try not to really understand it because my mind just can't get to that far point out to understand why they do this. But I was gonna take my son because he liked playing games, and I thought it would be like something just to experience that he can experience what's going on and make his own decision. It's something that he's like, you know. But I don't understand.
That's what I'm asking. I ask people, and then black folks got in their feelings, on social media. They like,